Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy AJ, and I'm here with a video, right? This is more or less just about more something dumb and personal. You know what I'm saying? And it's this little thing going that well, I ain't gonna just say it's going around, but it's been lingering, saying content creating is harder than a 9 to 5 job. I think that shit is stupid. I think that shit is stupid. That's number one because I don't believe that whatsoever. Because I'm not into and people saying content creation and streaming is harder than a 9 to 5. I don't believe that whatsoever. Now, while I'm not saying content creating is easy, I'm not even going to say that. But do you really think that's harder than waking up on another nigga's time, being to work on another nigga's time, getting off on another nigga's time, saying that you can't go to work on another nigga's time? Y'all really think that shit is harder than a 9 to 5? Y'all really think that you really think that shit is harder than content creating, brother? You know what you want to know what I you know what I can do if I was streaming right now. You know what I can do if I didn't want to stream no more, and I'm gone. A click of a fucking button and I'm gone. A click of a fucking button and I'm gone. This shit is a hobby. Y'all do understand this, right? This shit is a fucking hobby that you know what I'm saying, that you just happen to blow up on. Obviously, if you keep streaming every day, you're working. You're basically working on to blow up. While, like I said, that's not easy. That's not easy, and I wouldn't take that away from nobody. I would genuinely not take that away from anybody. If you're working hard at this, you're working hard at this. But you're not. But you don't have to wake up. You can wait. You legit create your own schedule. If you want to stream 4 times a week, you can stream 4 times a week. If one day you want to say I want to just stream one day for 24 hours, you can do that, and you wouldn't even have to stream for probably the rest of the week. If you want to stream for 2 days for 12 hours, you can do that. If you want to stream 3 days for 8 hours, you can do that. You can't do that at work. It's a 5 day, depending on where you work. It's just most likely going to be in like most work corporations work. It's a 5 day work week anyway. Some people do have the luxury of getting those jobs to where you don't have to work that long. Or I ain't gonna say work that long, but you create your own schedule in a way of you only work 3 days a week for 12 hours, or you only work 4 days a week for 10 hours. And you know what I'm saying, the bill, and you know what I'm saying, the United States is trying to pass a bill that one, I forgot his name, that he's just trying to do those 4 days work weeks. Some people already have the luxury of that, but most people don't. And it's really funny to me because most of the fan base of the AMP, or you know what I'm saying, anybody that streams, or most of the YouTubers, most of the fan base, I'm pretty sure, are between the ages of 14 to 18, which means that they haven't even worked yet. They're most likely just looking at this streamer and going off what that streamer says, because obviously they watch him all the fucking time, and they watch that person all the time, and whatever the fuck they say is most likely what they're gonna go with, right? And I feel like and most of the people that, and it's funny because most of the people that are saying that this shit isn't harder than a 9 to 5 or whatever has actually worked though. Because I seen Duke Dennis say that shit. I'm waiting on Phantom to say something for real, because if everybody knows Phantom, he was working. That nigga was working, man. That nigga was a worker. You know what I'm saying? He was a grinder. He had to get that shit how it was going, right? If you just seen it, hear stories, or you know what I'm saying, seeing how he came up. Phantom is that, cause literally and it's really because, and it's funny because I think that nigga Clicks, that Fortnite nigga, said this shit is harder. The content creating shit is harder than a 9 to 5. Nigga, you haven't worked a day in your life. You haven't had a job. You probably haven't had a job more than 2 to 3 years of your life. You was dead lucky. You was that good at Fortnite to where you don't have to work no more, brother. You was that good at that shit. And while I accommodate for you, because I wish I had that skill to where I didn't have to work. I was that good at a video game that I could be a professional at it and didn't have to work. I commend you for that. That shit dead as fire right there. But bro, don't. It's like motherfuckers that say that y'all don't. For what y'all don't realize, that shit is a slap in the face to the niggas that fucking work every day. That's the grind for these. They have to grind for motherfuckers that live in a household. You know what I mean? That shit is a slap in the fucking face. Y'all don't. Y'all have not. Y'all don't. Y'all have not been in a predicament to where y'all had to work for people. If y- Like I said, if y'all don't want to stream, if y'all genuinely don't want to stream one day, y'all can just do that shit. If I don't want to come to work one day, it's I don't think I can. I can't just do that. Y'all could legit. This is the difference between us and y'all. Matter of fact, that's not even a difference. But let me put it like this: what content creator would literally for those people that says content creating is harder than streaming and some more shit, or harder than a 9 to 5 and some more shit. Switch. Would you genuinely switch? Make that switch of a regular 9 to 5 that you make $85,000 a year, like after taxes and some more shit. So $85,000 is guaranteed. Would you switch that from a person that says, you know what I'm saying? Basically switch lives with that person of a 9 to 5 nigga. Would you do that? If not, shut the fuck up. If not, shut the fuck up. Because you know you wouldn't. You know you wouldn't, and that other person would make that switch. That's the thing. You know you wouldn't switch. You know you wouldn't. You don't want to work. You don't want to work on somebody else's time. You don't want to be on somebody else's clock. You don't want to. You don't want that shit. That shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do none of that. And that's the thing about the internet. Some of y'all niggas get too comfortable in saying bullshit. Way too comfortable in saying bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my only genuine question to you. Would you switch from that person working a 9 to 5 with your job? That's my, and like I said, I put decent money on the table. $85,000 is decent money, y'all. If you're not willing to make that switch from streaming or make from that streaming shit, content creating shit to a 9 to 5 stable job, you get the weekends off. Would you do that? If not, shut the fuck up. If you wouldn't do that, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. Cause whatever opinion after that is, it can't be that valid. Because obviously you don't want to make that switch. So it can't be harder if you're not willing to make that switch. You know what I'm saying? It can't be that much harder if you're not willing to make that switch. Like I said, I'm not saying content creating streaming is easy though, y'all. So I feel like if for some reason this blows the fuck up, cause I'm uploading this shit, I don't give a fuck. But if for some reason if this blows the fuck up and people are seeing this, clip this shit right here. I'm not saying that shit is easy. What I'm saying is, first of all, why the fuck aren't you catching the ball? What I'm saying is that shit is not harder than a regular 9 to 5. That's what I'm saying. And that's all that's genuinely what I have to say about the topic. If you're not willing to make that switch, then it's probably not harder. Usually you will make a switch with something that's easier, right? Technically, if you're not Cause if by that logic, then you know what I'm saying. God damn it. Because by that logic, then is having a by the logic of the other niggas is having a 9 to 5 is easier. Why would you want to switch to the easier 9 to 5, right? If I had the position to switch with anybody content creating or streaming, I would. I would. I really would. And another thing is, y'all say content creating is hard, right? Let's look at a person and let's look at these people that do content create, right? That usually streams and then take part of those streams and make them content, right? Y'all do realize these niggas pay niggas to edit their videos and for thumbnails, right? All they have to do is stream. And that's them. I understand. And thing is, I'm not even gonna say that it's hard. Say that it's easy to edit your own videos, make a thumbnail, you know what I'm saying? Come up with whatever idea about the video, and then there you go. I'm not even saying that that's easy. But if you are but honestly, with a nigga like Kai Cenat, all he has to do is come up with a script because he doesn't I'm pretty sure he doesn't edit his own videos or make his own thumbnails. And those are two of the major things that you have to do in content creating: edit a video and making a good thumbnail to catch people's attention. Right? I'm pretty sure he doesn't do that. No disrespect to Kai Cenat or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure he does not do that. The only streamer, YouTuber that I know that edits his own videos at the level that he's at right now is Corey Kenshin. And I didn't even watch Corey Kenshin that much. I fuck with Corey. I fuck with Corey, but I didn't watch him that much. You know what I mean? And that's just me though. That's how I feel about that. That's legit how I feel about the situation. That some people are genuinely overreacting about the situation, saying, and half of the people that are saying that this shit is hard hasn't actually even worked the job. And when I mean work the job, I mean been working for two plus more years. You know what I'm saying? 2-3 plus years. I've had a job since I was 17. I'm 21 now. I've been working since 18, 19, 20. I've been working for at least 4 years now. Y'all think I want to go? Y'all think I want to wake up on somebody else's time every day? There's been times I didn't have a job, but it wasn't a long fucking time. I'm not even gonna pretend that. There's been times I didn't have a job between those times, but it wasn't more than a week. It was not more than a week. But hey, that's just how I feel about the situation, y'all. I just genuinely think that's a slap in the face to all people that work. That shit there just a slap in the fucking face, in my opinion. And I feel bad, and I genuinely feel bad for the people that see that shit and like have to work more jobs than I do to provide for whatever the fuck they need to provide for. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's it for me, y'all. That's all I really wanted to say. I had to get that shit off my chest because low-key that shit pisses me off. Because that shit is a slap in the face. But hey, y'all do good. Like, subscribe, share the video. You know, all that shit that you can do. And y'all have a good day, man. Peace.